Well, it feels it's been a long time coming for these guys, and I just told them in there that when you play well for 4 quarters, there's no telling what could happen because we do have enough playmakers on this team. We just haven't been able to make plays consistently, and what you saw was guys just making routine plays. I don't think anybody made any sort of play that is going to be on ESPN, top 5 plays of the day. They just did their job and did what they were supposed to do. And it started with the guys up front. They gave Dallas enough time to throw the ball, and we felt pretty good about our protection coming into the game. If you give your quarterback time, he's gonna, he should have a good day, and Dallas did. He missed some throws, but by and large, I think he made plenty of good throws that gave us a chance to catch and run, and that's sometimes that's the difference. So I'm so proud of these guys. They deserve a win. They've played well at times, and this game didn't go without some major mistakes. We gave the ball up a couple of times to them, and there's no excuse for that. But I like how we played. Our defense was stout all day. They put enough pressure on the quarterback to make him make some of those throws. But instead of a strike, it may have been on his back shoulder, on the receiver's back shoulder, and a lot of times that makes the difference.
Dallas threw 5 touchdown passes today. Is that kind of what you envision this offense being when you were practicing in the offseason, that up-tempo?
I don't know. I just imagine this offense doing well, just in being able to make plays. And when you make plays, it doesn't necessarily equate to scoring touchdowns at times, what it does is it helps you become more efficient. It keeps the ball, and if you do it long enough, you're gonna run into the end zone, and that's what we did today. So, I'm proud of Dallas. He didn't make all the right decisions, but he made enough, and he played well enough.
Dallas said he thought this was one of the best weeks of practice the team has had. Would you agree with that statement coming in?
I do agree with that. I told him in our team meeting last night. I don't know that it was a great week of practice, but it was a really good week of practice. And we've talked from the start. You win on Saturday, on Monday when you make corrections and do a walkthrough, and then Tuesday through Thursday when you're grinding in practice. You can't go out to practice into that weight room and expect just to kind of cruise through it. And then play well on Saturday, and that's what we've been having. Good practices. Our guys have been positive. They've been nobody is pouting around, and this is tough on them. We've lost a bunch of games in a row, and it's really tough on them. But we've told them when the real you comes out in times like this, and what I'm seeing from these guys is positive stuff, and they are overcomers. I've been telling them that from day one. They just hadn't been able to overcome on a scoreboard, and we did today. So I'm very pleased with this week's practice, and I think all it does is set you up for a good game. It doesn't necessarily, you can book it, you're going to have a good game, but it gives you a real chance.
What did the defense do well today, especially in the first half?
Well, they got enough pressure on their quarterback to bother him a little bit, and they did a fine job against the run. These guys are a really good running team, and I thought we did a great job against them. And we gave up a couple of big plays there in the second half, but I'm very pleased with our defense.
How do you carry this momentum into the last couple games of the season?
Well, I mean, you do the recipe is what I talked about a while ago. You show up with a humble heart, ready to learn, to trust your training, trust your coaches, and then you get after it all week in practice and get after it in the weight room.
Coach, this was Dallas's first win as a starter. How much role does that play moving forward for his confidence and for the team's confidence?
Well, he doesn't lack confidence, so not winning games it bothers everybody. But Dallas is not walking around with a lack of confidence. So with that being said, a win like this where he goes out and plays well, and every one of those receivers and tight ends and whoever was out there on the other end of the catch, they made plays, and that gives him more confidence, really, than anything, because you can play well, you can put it on the money, but and you can manage everything, but your teammates around you have got to make plays, and they did. So he's fired up about that.
And then lastly, we talked about it earlier in the week. You just talking about having to get off to a fast start at home for homecoming and just really coming out and hitting them in the mouth.
Yeah, and
how good is that to feel for that to happen as a coach?
I mean, it feels awesome when you like go into a game and you actually do what you've talked about all week, and you play and you can execute what you're doing offensively and defensively. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work, and that's not a bad team that we just beat. I mean, those guys go toe to toe every week with McNeese and Sam and the whole thing. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. You prepare, you come out, and you play well. And it's just been a long time coming. But I'm super proud of our guys. They finally did it.